Talk Radio, back again. Segment 2. Guru, you know what that means.
Plug time.
That's that plug time. Trash Talk Radio at trashtalkradio.com. Brought to you by the worldofsportsnetwork.com. World of Sports Network, connecting the world through the sports we love. Head on over to World of Sports Network. We got the Trash Talk Radio show. There's the links to Guru's Film Room. We got the on-court, off-court guys. If you're looking for me, Lestro, I'm there every day on Twitter at More or Lestro, and the Guru is on Instagram at Guru's Film Room. And don't forget, look for us on YouTube on the World of Sports Network YouTube page. One more time for the people in the cheap seats, trashtalkradio.com. And Guru, what's that hashtag?
That's 10K for TTR.
All right, man, got that out of the way. Quick one this week. Get it in.
Oh, man, that's what she said.
Oh,
Hey, TTR is rated R, man.
So, Guru, let's get back into the show here, back into football. It is time for the call-outs and shout-outs. So, what we do is every week, you go back over, you watch the film, you watch the games, you see the guys that need to be called out for their play.
Oh, man, get the heck out of here.
And then you reward the guys who need a shout-out for how well they did.
Yes, boy.
So, let's start with the call-outs. Guru, who are we calling out in week 5?
Man, it seemed like this guy's been a repeated. He might be the most call-out guy, and it still continues to be the call-out because what he just did and what he's doing right now is just embarrassing a head coach that's just sitting duck. So I'm talking about John Elway.
John Elway.
John Elway is going to continuously
get the heck out of here.
Be a call-out till the whole national media know this darling over here is doing a horrendous job. He had this guy with Case Keenum, who we all know ain't worth the. He might be a step above Nathan Peterman.
Oh,
yeah, So that's what this guy gave him, and then he also gave him a bunch of guys that no DBs. He let the whole Talib and everybody go. Roby's playing like nuns. The defense he built everything on. They're getting old fast. Any of the big draft picks he did. As far as Shane Ray and all those guys in the D-line, they're not producing as you expected. So, John Elway, the Guru, once again, and you're probably going to be there next week, are calling your mile-high ass out.
Oh, man, get the heck out of here.
Vance Joseph, still your pick to be the first coach to go?
Gotta be, man, because they need a finger to blame.
It's not going to be John. Not going to be John.
Exactly.
Oh, man, get the heck out of here.
All right, give me your next call out of the week.
We got to do this, man. The New York Football Giant, man.
The whole team.
The whole team, dude. It's just a debacle over there, man. Eli just got old right in front of our eyes.
Right? Remember, he was the young man.
They got old right in front of our eyes, man. Can't throw past a first down marker.
It's all check down passes, man.
Check down.
6-7 yard dunks.
Odell got that check, so now he's chilling.
Odell, I think, has a longer TD pass than him this year.
Exactly. Shaquan shouldn't even been on the team. So it's just a whole bunch of mess. So the New York Giants, and for you guys making a dumb decision and not listening to the Guru as far as getting a quarterback. You all should have got a quarterback. What did I kept predicting last year? What is the Giants doing?
They need a quarterback. This is a quarterback league. You always say it.
So the whole damn Giants organization, and even for you, Pat Shermer, you think you could change Eli? All y'all getting your asses called out. The Giants will be the first pick. We'll have the first pick in the draft next year.
Oh, man, get the heck out of here.
And ain't no good quarterbacks like last year. All right, give us another call out.
Got to do this. The entire offensive line group, from the practice squad O-line to the starting O-line to the backup O-line to the offensive line coach that used to coach the offensive line coach. I'm talking about everyone on that got associated with the offensive line of the Tennessee Titans. That was just a horrendous performance, man. 11 sacks, as you said, on 26 dropbacks.
That's
11
crazy.
sacks.
11 sacks.
The whole offensive, everyone in the Tennessee Titans, I'm calling y'all asses out.
Oh, man, get the heck out of here.
All right, so we're calling out, Lucy, we're calling out John Elway. We're calling about the New York Football Giants, and we're calling out everybody who's ever had anything to do with the offensive line in Tennessee.
The whole offensive Tennessee line, man. My boy Mariota can't even sleep. All he think about is seasons Ravens.
Constantly.
Damn.
Well, now let's switch gears and tell us who deserves to be shouted out this week. Who
Yes, boy.
played the good games?
You know what? The shout out, man. Hey, I got to give it to this guy because he was a call out contender, last week, but there was no call out. But my guy, man, Josh Norman is getting a shout out. Josh Norman going against his former team, the Carolina Panthers, with his, Redskins, Josh Norman, in case you don't know. Got an INT, 5 tackles, INT, and a fumble caused by Josh Norman. What a great stats, and all that with a dub. So, Josh Norman, way to come back from your devastating game versus Mike Thomas and the New Orleans Saints by coming back strong at home, man. So your guru says, since you bounced back, I'm giving you that shout out.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
All right, so Josh Norman, give us our second shout out of the week.
Second shout out of the week, man. And this is my guy. This is my guy over here. And I got to repeat this again because remember we mentioned the whole offensive line of the Tennessee Titans? Well,
right. Anybody who's ever been around the offensive line.
Well, I want to give a shout out to the whole defensive unit of the Baltimore Ravens, the entire D-line, from the D-line coach, from the guy who got the film from the D-line, from the guy who hired the D-line coach, from the one that did the whole film. I'm talking about from the trainers who taped the whole D-line. All y'all getting a shout out because that was a historic performance. I can't give a shout out for that.
I agree, man. That is absolutely crazy. All right, so everybody who's ever had anything to do with the Ravens defensive line, who else we shout out?
Well, it was so good. Like, even this guy should have been in the Ravens defensive line because I'm talking about another defensive guy for another shout out, man. Frank Moneyback Clark, boy, this boy's going to get his check. Man, he was at London. Nobody saw the London game, but we saw it over here in the Pacific Northwest, man. Frank Clark with a great stats, man. 2.5 sacks, 2.5 sacks last game with 2 forced fumbles. 2.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles, and including that with 4 total tackles. So this man dominated Derek Carr, John Gruden, Jay Gruden, all the damn Grudens out there. They all got dominated. So that man, Frank Moneyback Clark over there, the guru is giving you a shout out.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
All right, so that makes our shout outs for the week. Josh Norman, anybody who's ever had anything to do with the Ravens defensive line, and then Frank Clark from the Seahawks against the Raiders this week in London. An all defense shout outs this week.
Yes,
I like
boy,
that.
Yes, boy.
In the offensive league, man, the D showed out.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy. All right, so Guru, let's turn our attention to Week 6 in the NFL in our Bets with Ben segment. We're going to go to Ben Carey from thecurrencykings.com. Bets with Ben. Here we go. Trash Talk Radio.
TTR.
Guru back again on Bets with Ben Carey from thecurrencykings.com.
Hey.
Head on over to thecurrencykings.com. He's got fresh free picks for you every day. Free picks over there, and he's got write-ups on college football and the NFL. Ben Carey, welcome back to Trash Talk Radio, man.
Hey, Ben, you know what they said. Don't bet with your heart. Bet with Ben.
That is right. If you bet with Ben this week, man.
Don't ever bet with your heart, man. You better bet with Ben. Ben, what's up, buddy? What's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm glad to be back. Another killer weekend, man. We went 6-1, so we hopefully made you guys some money. Hopefully you follow the picks because we were on fire, man. Almost went 7-0. We just needed Aaron Rodgers
barely missed it.
But they still won the game, but didn't cover. But hey, 6-1, I'll take that every week.
6-1, baby. We bet, like we said, don't bet with your heart, baby. Bet with Ben.
Actually, speaking of that, betting with the heart versus betting with Ben, we should mention for our listeners and our viewers.
There we go.
I'm just keeping up on this because people are going to ask, Guru. We're going to get you into your Irish gear for this. It's just a matter of time. We had another issue this week. Ben, don't you worry about it, man. I'm working on it. We're getting it together. I know you are. Because that was one where you went with your heart and not with Ben.
Yes, I did. That's what I said. Don't bet with your heart. Bet with Ben.
So actually, Ben, I got to tell you, this week we're actually getting some money in the pot. We are going through. We are putting $50 in here, spreading them across your picks. So we're actually putting our money where our mouth is this week with Bets with Ben. Such a great week last week, 6-1. We're going to need you to do it again, man. Lil Lestro needs a
We'll
new
do
pair
it.
of shoes. You know what I mean?
Baby
Gotcha, we'll
needs
get you
some
easy.
shoes. Hey, the guru need a haircut.
So, Ben, my man, what do you have for us this week?
Yeah, so we'll start, of course, with college football. Now, last week I brought up a kind of a loaded statistic, and what that was is teams playing each other in their 6th, 7th, or 8th game within their conference, and you having the home underdog favored by, the road team favored by 8 or more points, and the over-under was higher than 54. The under was 70%. And there were 3 games last week that met that criteria, and all 3 of those games hit the under. So
let's not,
Mr. Analytic over
Yeah,
here, man.
Mr. Analytic, let's not ruin a good thing. Let's play that game again.
Yeah, let's play with our
Exactly.
numbers, not your heart, Lou. The guru
exactly.
learned.
We're rolling with the numbers again. So there was one game in particular that I really liked this week that fit that criteria, and that's Penn State. They're favored by 14 actually, and they're playing Indiana. Indiana's at home. The over-under is 61 in this game. Obviously, both teams are within their conference, and they're playing their 6th and 7th game. So we are going with the under of 61 in this matchup between the Hoosiers and the Nittany Lions.
Ooh, and Penn State coming out that loss, I believe, right? That painful loss last week.
Yeah. They didn't look good on offense. Indiana was struggling too last game on offense, so this makes sense from that standpoint as well. And then of course the stat I brought up, and
Right, man, the equation, the algorithm.
You heard
Yeah.
him. If it makes sense, it makes dollars,
That's
baby.
right.
I love it, Big Ben. It makes sense. It makes dollars.
So take the under in the Penn State-Indiana game. What else do you have for us on Saturday, Ben?
Yeah, so the next one is a team that is not exceeding any expectations by any means, and that's the Florida State Seminoles. But they are the home team in this one against Wake Forest, favored by 10, and we're going with the Seminoles. Now, the home team in the last 8 matchups between Wake Forest and Florida State is 5-2-1 against the spread in their last 8 games. So we're going to go with the Seminoles. And Wake Forest got smoked by 60 2 weeks ago against Clemson. So I'm not liking their chances. Florida State did lose in a close one against Miami, but they're gonna bounce back. They've been looking better week by week. So I feel pretty confident taking the Seminoles by 10 at home.
Woo, very confident. I like that. That's better than sense. That's straight going to the bag right there. Confident.
Right? Florida State over Wake Forest on Saturday. Now, Ben, before we get to the premier game, I know you got another pick for us, and it weighs in a little bit something close to the Guru's heart today.
Hold up. Are we going to go with the Guru's heart, or are we going to go with Ben?
Now,
let's find out.
We're going with, I think we're going with both in this one. So
I love when that happens.
The win-win, baby.
The best of both worlds. So that's Nebraska -4 taking on the Minnesota Gophers, and Nebraska's going to get their first win of the year, the first win of the Scott Frost era. They're going to go to 1-6.
Yeah,
and they're going to cover the spread at home.
Go Big Red.
With the black shirt.
Go Big Red. GBR. So does that mean the black shirt's going to showcase this weekend?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. To all my Husker Nation, baby. Omaha, stand up, Lincoln. And don't forget my man Bud. Congratulations. And that knockout victory. I got to say that. My fault.
You gotta give it a chance here, man. We gotta get the victory this weekend, right?
Yes.
All right, so Nebraska -4 over Minnesota. Now, Ben, give us our premier game for the week.
Yeah, so the premier game is an in-state battle between Michigan, who's number 6, and they're taking on Michigan State, who's 24th. Michigan State is at home in this one. They're coming off a big win against Penn State. Michigan, they're in the playoff contention, so this is a huge game for them. There's a lot of playoff implications, and even for the Big Ten on that side of the division. So this is a huge game. But we are going to go with the road team in the Wolverines, Michigan -7. That is the pick.
Ooh.
Now, Ben, Michigan -7. You've been pretty good in these premier games for us in the past couple weeks. Am I wrong?
I have. So the last 4, I've got them all correct. So we're 4-0 in the last 4 premier games, and we're
That's
going
what I
to
thought.
5-0.
Woo!
All right, so the review on Saturday is Penn State at Indiana. Take the under in that game because it's got the wacky equation that works every time. Florida State over Wake Forest. Our bonus pick is Nebraska to get their first win over Minnesota. And then take in the premier pick, number 6, Michigan at Michigan State. Take Michigan on this one. I got that right?
Go Big Blue.
That's correct.
All right, so Ben, now let's move over to Sunday and talk about the big boys. Tell me about the NFL. What do you like this weekend?
Yeah, so this first game I looked at and I was like, man, I have to pick this. I can't not pick this game, and that's Patriots -3 on the road against the Bears. So in this one, man, it kind of could like be one of those trap games of the week, but I just don't see the Patriots losing. They looked solid last week at home against the Chiefs.
Yeah, they look like the Patriots.
Remember what I told you when they was about to start winning that 8 in a row?
Yeah, man, I think about that every time I see them play now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Pats look good at home. Dolphins beat the Bears with Brock Osweiler, which was just
an embarrassment.
Weird on a lot of levels.
That's a nice way to put that, Ben. That's putting that politely.
Yeah, exactly. So Patriots, they're 10-4 against the spread in their last 14 games, following a against the spread loss, and they're also 14-5 against the spread in their last 19 road games. So this one is shaping up to be a win for Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, and I'm calling Josh Gordon to have a big game too as well. So we're going with the Patriots -3.
All right, Patriots -3 at Chicago. Sorry, Bears fans.
Sorry.
Another.
I mean, they're used to that.
All right, give us another one.
So the next one I think Guru's going to really appreciate here. We're going with the Colts -7.5 against the Bills.
Against the Bills?
Now, Nathan Peterman, Guru's favorite quarterback of all time. I'm betting against this guy the rest of the year.
So is Josh out for the season?
What?
I believe it's another 3 weeks. Josh Allen's out, so this is one of those games where Josh Allen won't be in. So we're definitely betting against Nathan Peterman.
I think that's a pretty safe bet.
Definitely.
That's all we got to say.
Let's make sure our money goes on that one.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. We might double down on that.
Yeah, that's the one. All right, guys. So take the Colts over the Bills with the points. Doesn't matter. I don't think it matters at all.
And real quick, also Doyle and Doyle should be in this one, and then Hilton will be back after the bye week. So they'll be ready to roll. So.
All right, so give us one more in the NFL before we let you go, man.
Yes, so this is the Monday night game. This is the Atlanta Falcons, the Dirty Birds, against the New York Giants, the New York Football Giants. So we are going with the Falcons -6, and we're also going to roll with the over in this one of 54. Now, Eli Manning.
I just got to ask you: Are you expecting the Falcons to score 54 points in this game? Is that what you're seeing happening here?
So here's my logic on this one. Atlanta's going to put up 30+ points, but I actually believe that the Giants will get a few touchdowns in this one, maybe just 2. But I think Odell Beckham Jr. is going to have a decent game. I think they're going to try to force him the ball in this one because he's been calling for it, and
and it's a primetime game.
Yeah, and it's primetime, so it makes sense. This is going to be a high-scoring affair. I see this being like a 35, 24 type of game. So the over is going to hit, and the Falcons are going to cover. Falcons actually have a lot to play for in this one. If they lose this one, they're going to be out of the playoff race essentially. Falcons are also 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 Monday night games. And like I mentioned, Eli, man, he's just looked terrible. So I don't know. I think this might be it for him. We'll see. But after saying that, yeah, ultimately Falcons are winning this one, and we're rolling with that over.
So what you saying? Nathan Peterman is a step above Eli?
Well, no.
No, that's how bad Nathan Peterman is.
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
Yeah. Hey,
I don't know who that insulted more. I love it.
Hey, Eli has some rings though, so we got to give him that.
All right, so bets with Ben on Sunday. Ben Carrier, thecurrencykings.com, telling us to Josh Gordon's going to have a big day, so go with New England in Chicago. He's saying take the Bills and take the Colts and whatever points to beat the Bills. And then on Monday night, he's saying Atlanta -6 over the Giants and take the over in that game. Atlanta and the over in that game. I got that right, Ben?
Sounds good to me. I think we're going to have another a solid weekend, and yeah, I'm happy to be on again, and I'm excited to see the result.
We're so excited because we are going to showcase the result next week, Ben.
That's right.
Because we are going betting with Ben, not with our hearts, but betting with Ben. So everybody's going to see our investment with Ben next week.
That's right. Yeah. Follow our action with Ben and get in on your own action. Head over to thecurrencykings.com. He's got free picks every day. He's got picks and write-ups on college football and on the NFL, and you can bet right through the site with Bovada. Get in there, get your money in, and let's all get rich together. Ben Carrier, thecurrencykings.com. Hey, man, thanks for joining us on the show. We'll see you again next week.
All right, Ben.
Hey, thanks, guys. See ya.